Can I teach you how to rock? I just want to rock. I just want to rock.
Maybe.
Body yada yada.
Maybe.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy IDKTev back at it with our third podcast. Can you believe it? Today, we got our best guest yet, the most special, most talented, most beautiful person out there. I can't wait to introduce him. If you aren't subbed to the channel, go ahead and hit that sub button. Go ahead and hit that like button so we can keep the content going. We can keep the channel growing and push this podcast to the top. Man, we might as well get to introducing our guest now since we gave the whole rundown. Let's get to it. Welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing today?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Tev. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good myself. Happy that you're on the podcast here to talk about some life with me and to do the thing, man. So introduce yourself. Give us a little rundown. Tell us who you are. Just a little bit about you. Let's get to know you a little bit.
Hi, y'all. I'm Amelsa. I am a hardworking mama, just God-loving, God-fearing, hardworking mom. Just chopping it up with my boy.
So with being a hardworking mom and being a single mom at the moment, what was the hardest thing about raising me and being a single parent?
I'd have to say the hardest thing was trying to be everything to you that you needed to be, while also maintaining a household and, just trying to give you the best life possible given the circumstances.
And I mean, for me, I feel like you did that to the best you could. We had a couple fights, we had a couple run-ins, but there was never anything that truly happened that went wrong with our relationship. Do you feel like you were successful in being a good single parent in your eyes?
I think I had some shortcomings. I think we all do. Single parent household, 2-parent household. We're gonna do some things really well. We're gonna mess some things up. But all in all, by God's grace, I think I did a pretty good job. And I mean, you're still here.
Look at me. You see me. So I feel like you did a pretty good job too. So with that, with our generation, we're much different from y'all's generation, as y'all know. What would you say is the hardest part about seeing our generation or the things that we do in our generation now?
I'd have to say social media. It's not to say that we weren't doing the same things. I was once a teenager. I was once 23, out there living my best life. So I thought, but there was no evidence of it, and now.
You don't have no cameras or nothing.
Exactly. I remember the cameras, you used to have to attach them to your phone separately. It wasn't all involved like they are now. But now you all capture everything live in living color.
Live in 4K right on the camera.
Exactly. And the internet is forever. So that I would have to say is the hardest part. It just exposes y'all to a lot.
That was always one thing that you always showed me just growing up, being on Twitter, being on Instagram. The internet is forever. I'd want to tweet out I'm chilling with the killers and the robbers. And she's like, you probably shouldn't tweet that. There's probably people looking at you that would see this and question it. And I promise you, I got mad as could be. I'm sitting there trying to fight with her over some music lyrics, over some tweets. And it's really not that crucial, but social media does have such a hard grip on society right now, especially our generation, the generation right below us. Whew.
And I mean, the internet and, news media, they will put whatever kind of spin on it they want to put on it. And so you might know what your intent was, but the rest of the world might not know that those are song lyrics or that it's a trend, a harmless trend that's going around. And so you just have to be careful.
So what's the craziest trend you've seen with the younger generation?
Oh my gosh. I'd have to say the NyQuil chicken.
The NyQuil chicken had me rolling. NyQuil chicken is absurd. And anybody that's watching this video that took the NyQuil chicken to the face, what's wrong with you? Like, you saw it and decided, hey, let me dip my chicken in NyQuil and eat it.
Yeah.
Like, ain't NyQuil supposed to knock you out?
Yeah. Who would have thought you would have to put out a public service announcement saying, do not ingest NyQuil chicken?
I mean, that's like, the pink sauce? They started selling the pink sauce, though,
That's
for real,
what I
like in the
heard.
stores.
Yeah.
So I guess
try it?
Nah, I'm not trying the pink sauce. Maybe we should get a little video of me and you trying the pink sauce.
Yeah, you first.
I don't know, but we'll have to rock, paper, scissors for that one.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. So going along with our generation, if you had to look for a girl for me, what are a couple of the things you would look for me in that girl?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Somebody to just kind of balance you out, somebody that doesn't take life too seriously, just kind of goes with the flow and understands that things happen, but you just gotta pick each other up, and keep moving forward. She'd have to be a Christian, first and foremost. But it's outside of that, just somebody that understands you and wants to know you for you, and you also return the favor and getting to know her and, what makes her smile, what makes her cry, those kinds of things. Just somebody that understands you and that you can understand in return.
So is it hard for a parent to get to know their child's girlfriends or boyfriends whenever they start talking to people or dating, getting in relationships with them?
It is, for sure. Because I know who you are and, your temperament and what you're capable of and whatnot. And I think the world of you, so to possibly be around somebody that doesn't see that in you or tries to dim your light or something like that, I think it's hard as a parent to just sit back and watch it happen. But that's exactly what I have to do, because although I would say you're a mama's boy, you're not the type of person that leans on me and clings to my every word. You have your own thoughts and your own opinions. You run things by me, but at the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do. So.
Yeah, we figured that one out early and late, but it's always still, like you said, a respectful thing. I end up being a mama's boy, and shout out to all the mama's boys out there.
Yeah,
but
there's nothing wrong with them.
There's nothing wrong with them.
To a certain extent.
They say. Yeah. There probably are some weird ones out there.
Yeah.
But have you run into a couple of people that you just did not like that I was talking to before?
Absolutely.
How did you navigate through those situations?
I just had to take a back seat, honestly, and I knew, I knew that it wasn't going to work out. I knew that it was a train wreck.
Dang, it's like that.
Yes, I knew.
But I feel like that.
If I had told you all of those thoughts that I had and all of my opinions, I feel like it would have pushed you even closer to this person. Like, just kind of like out of rebellion, like, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and so I just had to bite my tongue. Almost bit it off, but had to bite my tongue, and there are just some things that you just have to learn through experience, and I feel like you were better off because of it. You didn't die.
I didn't.
Didn't go to jail.
Didn't.
So you learned though.
There are definitely lessons. All relationships that you have with people are lessons. You take something from them, whether good or bad. But sometimes it's like you wish your mama would just tell you, hey, maybe you shouldn't mess with this person, or hey, maybe you shouldn't do this. But I wouldn't have listened. It would have pushed me right to, hey, so me and old girl, we're finna move out. Yeah, we're getting an apartment, and I'll catch you. And you would have just had to be like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like I guess. And it would have been
hard because I would have had to sit there and let me
do it.
Yeah. I couldn't support that. Not that I wouldn't be there for you at any point in time, or even her, I'm not the type person that's just like, oh, it's my son and it's just his best interest in mind. I think about the females as well, because they're human too.
Yeah.
They're people too. They have feelings too. And, I would never hesitate to tell you when you were being a knucklehead.
Yeah.
So,
Because, I mean, we did have that big argument with our whole family over if your child was cheating, how long and when do you tell the person they're cheating on if you tell them? And it split us. Like, I'm sitting there like, that's none of my business. Like, I'm out of it. You do you. Yes, it's wrong. And yes, it would be the right thing to do to tell the other person. But it just puts in my child versus who they're with situation.
But cheating is a trash behavior.
And it is. It is a trash
wants to
behavior.
raise trash humans. You just don't.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it.
Because like her and my cousin, my aunt, they're like, nah, like I'd have to tell them or just get to the point, like be in their ears so much that I'm like, this is wrong. Like you should tell them, you shouldn't do this, just leave them, that they're forced to go tell them. And me and a couple other family members that we have were just like, you gotta stay away from that situation because nobody's gonna end up happy in that.
I mean, at the point that it would happen, you would have had ample opportunity. I'm not just gonna run and tell somebody off rip, what you're doing or what you're not doing. But at the point that I've told you time and time again, you need to talk to this person. You need to be honest with this person. If you've chosen not to do it, I might just,
might slip out at the dinner table, just like, hey.
Sending a text and accidentally send it to her instead.
Oh, I'd be so mad. So your mama, because they're not going to wait till after dinner. So what'd your mama say? I'd be sitting there, so yeah, dinner over. Let's wrap this up. It's time to go. But with your generation versus my generation, who would you say cheats more?
Again, I think it goes back to there's no proof. There's no evidence. I'm not saying that people didn't cheat just as much then as they do now, but it's just
y'all had it easy back in the day.
That's
y'all was getting away with anything. Y'all can walk up into the store, take the candy bar, just look at the man and just be like, all right, I'll see you. Now you walk down the street, they got facial recognition. They know what clothes you're wearing. You was telling me that one story where the dude spit on the ground and the FBI tested his spit on the ground and figured out he was a suspect in this case. Like technology now, everybody kind of celebrates it. But at the same time, like
it's also an invasion of
privacy. It is
sure.
Definitely an invasion of privacy. All these cameras, I remember back in the day having to put a little sticker or some tape over the cameras because people were saying that they were looking into people's homes on the webcams and stuff. Like technology's going in a crazy direction. How do you feel about the way technology's going with AI and NFTs and all this stuff?
For me personally, I have nothing to hide. I'm an honest person. I'm a person of integrity. And so they would get super bored if they were listening in on me because I'm pretty much, above board. And so if they're listening, I mean, hey, sometimes when I'm having conversations with people, I'm like, to my FBI handler, to whoever's listening in on this call, out there. These is jokes. These are jokes, people. But it is what it is. They're going to record you. They're going to take pictures of you. They're going to collect DNA if they so choose. And there's really, unless you live on an island, they know. There's really nothing you can do about it. So you might as well just accept it.
Yeah.
And don't break the law.
Try your best not to.
Try your best not to.
All these random laws out there, it'll get sticky. Yeah. It's just my biggest thing is with this whole AI movement and it could be AI talking to you. It could be AI making a video, streaming, and you'd never even know that. In 3D printing,
Yeah.
like being able to 3D print animals or 3D print humans, like
Or
you should meat food.
Yeah.
Why are we 3D printing food? We got real food out there, and we're 3D printing it now. Like that can't be safe. That can't be more healthy for us. Ain't no way, bro.
And there's just no science behind it right now.
But they'll
So
say the
people
science
will think
backs
it's
it.
safe, and then 10 years later, babies are being born with
Three
heads
legs,
and 3
5
arms.
arms.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's crazy.
mean, it just goes in with the social media and everybody being more on their phones. Like it took a while for me to get back into social media because I spent like 3-4 years off of social media after I
same.
left school. So now getting into it, like I feel like I'm kind of late, or like me, I can't even really get into TikTok at the moment.
Yeah.
Like you had a hard TikTok phase,
I had
just
for a minute.
watching the
Yeah.
videos and scrolling and
Yeah.
scrolling. That's how they get you. You just
Yep.
find yourself an hour 30, 2 hours. Like I'd be in the room streaming, come out 2 hours later in the same spot. She's
Yeah.
sitting there.
Eyes hurting.
It's Tev, look at this video. Tev, look at this video. And I'm like, I'm not watching that. All my friends sending me all these TikToks. I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
Unless it's of myself and I make a TikTok and I start posting content. It might be coming soon. But it's just, it's scary to think about the way technology is going because they're with self-driving cars and hologram for typing and holograms for people. Like, I just don't want it to be truly like some iRobot stuff and all these robots come and take over the world and we're just sitting here like, oh, how did this happen? We did it.
Yeah.
Like, that's always the biggest
Right in
downfall
front
with
of your
things.
face.
We did it.
Yeah.
We all asked for more technology, for quicker ways to get places, for more convenient ways to get places. It's like in Texas, they got a self-serving McDonald's now.
Yeah, they do.
Like, why wouldn't you want to just go in and say like, hey, buddy, how you doing? Can I get a large fry? Like, yes, they might mess it up. Yes, there's a good chance McDonald's messes up your fries. But it's okay because you can go right back in, get another free thing of fries. Like when it's the robot, it's going to tell you, sorry, buddy, you got your fries. Like go on about your day. We got people to get through, or it might end up what? Like hurting you or trying to beat you up, like get you out the way.
Yeah, I saw like some type of robot that broke a kid's finger in a chess match.
Because they're not programmed to lose. Like, if you make a robot mad, like, I couldn't imagine what could happen. Is training these robots to fight and training these robots to be militaristic and everything. Like,
and have human emotions.
Yes, being able to fake cry. What's it gonna cry? Lugs and bolts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why people want to push technology and these robots so bad when we still can't understand each other.
Yeah.
Like we beef with each other every day. There's violence and hate and disgust all the time, but we're gonna make robots now?
Yeah.
Like how does that make sense? But if you could have a robot that would do anything for you, one thing, what would it be?
Laundry.
I had to put my laundry up yesterday, and I hate putting up the laundry. I'll just sit there and sleep on it for like 2 weeks. I don't want to say 2 weeks. I'm not like that. Like a week.
Yeah.
And I just put my head on and go to sleep. I wake up, get some clean clothes. I'm like, all right, not too wrinkled. And then I throw it on. I'm like, laundry's bad. I'd probably, for me, just say, just get my food. Just a little maid service.
Yeah.
Like, that would be pretty sufficient for me. All right, so what dating advice would you have for people in my generation or younger?
To just be patient. I think that your generation and the younger generation, Gen Z, I guess, is like this microwave society, instantaneous society. It's like you want everything right now, and so I would just say be patient, because it's really not that serious, and you've got so much life ahead of you, especially the ones younger than you.
It's hard to be patient out here.
It is hard because you see social media again, just tying that back into the whole conversation about social media. It's just, you see all of this and you see what other people have, and how happy they are and things like that. And you're like, I want that. And of course, who doesn't want happiness,
But it don't be true all
and
the
who doesn't
times.
want somebody to share in that happiness, and to make memories with and whatnot. But you want it to be with the right person, because later on down the line, if you had gotten what you wanted right then, and
Might
things
not
don't
be
work
right.
out, you'll have those memories, but then they'll be kind of tainted because they involved the wrong person. Whereas if you were just a little bit more patient, you could possibly have truly met your person, and then you get to enjoy all of those experiences, and you don't have all these core memories that are kind of jaded. You won't start to hate something that you used to love. You'll just have these core memories that you love, and you just build upon those memories and grow those memories together. So just be patient.
Is there a being too patient in that though?
I would say you've got to find that right kind of groove, that right kind of pace and flow. Because yes, there's absolutely such thing as being too patient, because you could sit back and just watch everything pass you by. So you do have to be a little bit proactive, but don't just, put all your eggs in one basket at the first person, that shows you some attention.
That's hard.
Just
though.
truly take your time, though. It is hard. I mean,
whenever
I'm not saying any of this is easy,
Because whenever you're not getting any attention for weeks, months, whatever time that you're displeased, when you get that first little bite on the reel, man, you get to jump. You're like,
Mama, I'm getting married.
For real, like, it's time. It's time. She's the one. Like, let's get it.
You're like, well, tell me something about her. And
I don't know nothing about her. Like, I don't want to know nothing about her, but
smiled at
she's
me.
it. Like, let's get it. And sometimes you can wait, like you said, too long. So, like you said, you have to find a middle ground, but it's hard finding that middle ground, because some people will give up on you in 2 days. Some people will give up on you in 2 months. Some people truly won't give up on you, and they'll always be there like, hey, I like you. Like, I like you. But I feel like you find the person when it's right for you, when your vibes are both on the same level, when you're both vibrating on the same frequency, and then you kind of just flow into each other's lives. Like, it's not anything forced. It's not anything that you have to really even like insert yourself into. You just find yourself in.
Yeah.
Because there's been relationships that I've been in where I'm like, wow, I don't even remember necessarily like getting to know this person, but I know everything about them. I know everything we did, but it just feels like I didn't like even have to shoot my shot. Or go chop them up. It was just like we was already cool. We was friends, felt like already, or we was already kind of going for it. And there was no real need to be patient. But our generation does have a big problem with being patient, me included. Like, the patience is hard because you see, like you said, on social media, everybody that's 24 years old with $2 million and with 6 different girls and having this full house, and you start to compare. And that's where you can go downhill when you start to compare, because you don't know what they did to get whatever they have. You don't know what they had to go through. They could go through some down bad stuff. Like, I've heard of some people doing some dirty things to get success or dirty things to get whatever they want. And you never really know what people have to do to get something, so you can't compare it. Because as soon as you do start comparing, you'll never catch up to them.
Or if you find out how they got these things, it might kind of taint it for you to be like, oh, you had to do that,
So, like, you see this person in said good relationship on social media, it might not be all glitter and roses.
Yeah, it's just a snapshot, in time. I've heard of numerous instances where it's all smiles on camera, and then as soon as the cameras turn off, it's like doom and gloom.
It started leaking to on camera with Blueface and Krishan. Have you kept up with any of that?
I don't even know. I've never even heard a song that he sings, but I just
Blueface, baby.
I
want to see you bust down. Bust down, Tatiana.
Oh.
I want to see you bust down. You ain't heard that?
No, that's not on any playlist that I have.
You ain't heard that?
No.
That's a classic.
Oh, no.
That's a classic.
No, he can keep it.
We're going to teach you how to bust down, Tatiana.
No.
I want to see you bust down.
No.
I want to see you bust down. No?
No.
Can I teach you how to rock? I just want to rock. I just want to rock.
Maybe.
Body yada yada.
Maybe.
I just want to body yada 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 yada. But for you, if you had to say one good thing about our generation that we do, what do you think it would be?
I'd say that you're go-getters, and that in a lot of instances, you're not afraid to speak up and to go after what you want.
That is one thing about us.
Yeah, I mean, my generation and generations before me, we stayed in the same jobs. We didn't dare move on from a role. We felt like this sense of loyalty to these establishments that have no capability of being loyal to us, but it's just so ingrained in us that you just have to work hard, do what you got to do, fake it till you make it, and all of this, and then you've done all that hard work and faking it till you make it, and by the time you make it, most of your life has passed you by. And so I admire the fact that your generation is able to just say, nope, I'm out of here,
we about did away with 2 weeks notice and stuff. You used to get on me, you need a 2 weeks notice. I'm like, dog, what is a 2 weeks notice? Why I gotta let them know for
today,
2 weeks?
Gone tomorrow.
Why I gotta let them know for 2 weeks that I'm leaving? So they can bully me and hate on me for 2 straight weeks. Nah, I'll give you 2 days, maybe 2 hours. I don't need to let you know for 2 weeks that I'm gonna be going to another job. But with us being go-getters, have you heard of this hustle culture? The nonstop grind. You gotta get to a bag at all times, not sleep, really just always be working. Do you believe that's the best way to be successful?
Again, no, I don't. It's like there is a happy medium somewhere in between my generation, where we just, kept our heads down and toughed it out until, fake it till you make it. And then, like I said, when you make it, half your life or more has passed you by, whereas what you describe is hustle, just eat, sleep, hustle, basically. And that's all you do. Your life also can pass you by. So I do think that there's a happy medium in there, and you got to find it. And I mean, I don't have all the answers to, what exactly that happy medium is or whatever, but it's out there, and, you just have to do some soul searching, and you'll figure it out. Everybody does.
That you should just have fun. Yes, you should work hard. Yes, you should always be trying to grow your bag, run your money up, be successful, but at the end of the day, you should still have fun. Yeah. I got into one of my coworkers today talking about just always having that kid-like spirit in you. And still to this day, me being 23 years old, I still have that kid-like spirit in me. And I don't feel like anybody should ever lose that, because we should always be able to be a kid in a candy store with something that we're passionate about. With content creation, I'm talking about it with everybody left and right. Just anybody that wants to have a conversation about it, even if they don't want to have a conversation about it, I'm talking about it because it makes me happy to the point where I'm having fun with it, where I can smile and just joke around about it. And I always feel like you should have, like I said, that childlike fun in you, because this life stuff's hard.
It is.
You get older and everybody tells you, oh, you're closer to death, that your life might be getting washed away. And it's just it's not, because we have nothing but time. But in that having nothing but time, we have nothing but time to have fun.
And that childlike, mentality also sees the best in people and sees the best in things. And in today's society, there's so much doom and gloom, and you can become extremely cynical and extremely jaded, and that's not the way to be either. And so there's something to be said about, that kind of childlike um, just ideology or that childlike fun, because we should never stop having fun, and we should
Ever.
never stop seeing the best in people because there are good people out there.
There are
There's
bad
some
people out
busters
there.
too,
For
yes,
real.
absolutely. But, it's like, it's just to be able to take situations, because like you said, it's hard. And so to be able to take a hard situation and just kind of think of it
Put a little
like a
light on
child, like, oh well,
Mm-hmm.
I'll try again tomorrow.
Yep.
Maybe my friend will want to play with me tomorrow.
For real. Like, oh, he didn't want to hang out with me today? It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I have more friends. I can hang out with
Exactly.
more people. We could go get some ice cream or something. Like,
Absolutely.
that's always my answer to anything. We can go get some ice cream.
Yeah.
And it'll make it better. Because, like,
Instead of
as a
shoot
kid,
'em up, bang bang.
Yeah.
It's like somebody makes you mad or something doesn't go your way or whatever, and you just want to blow up the whole spot,
Yep.
And it's just like there's
more
no
peaceful ways to
Yeah.
figure it out. There's
Yeah.
more things over rather than violence or just getting mad at each other that you could do. Like me, anytime I want to have fun, like let's go karting,
Yeah.
or let's go to the arcade or something. That's just me being a kid, me being a child. But for other people, it's like, hey, let's go out. Let's only go to the bar, or let's only go do something where we could rizz up girls or get drunk or do all this stuff. And I'm like, let's just be kids for the day.
Yeah.
Like, let's just go out
be
and
carefree.
nothing on the agenda. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
And the more people that you find that do that are the ones that I feel like last in your life. Because like me and some friends that I have that I'm truly close with, we could go out middle of the woods, nothing to do. We could sit in the house forever, talk, just have fun. Like, it's just being around those people that you care about and getting to say, like, we're truly happy with the situation, not worried about the future, not worried about the past. You're just okay with living in the reality now and the people, being able to be around the people that you love. Because, like, around family or around friends or just anybody that I'm close with, it's just like I get so happy and I turn into a child because I'm like, you don't always get to be around these people.
That's true.
Especially with friends, as you grow up, everybody starts moving away. You get a friend in Dallas and you get a friend in New York, and then another friend moves to California, and you get to see each other like once every 6 months. After seeing each other
That's a
every
lot,
day.
actually.
Yeah.
6 months, that's not
6
bad.
months.
I mean, maybe 6 years.
For real. Like, hey, this is my best friend. I ain't seen him in 2 years.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, like, I always enjoy the times that I can let loose and be carefree and just be a kid.
Yeah.
Because not everybody, one, gets to do that. And those times do end.
And life happens.
Yes.
Tragedies happen. Unexpected things happen, and you want to be able to say that you just, you didn't take yourself or life too seriously because it was going to keep rolling, whether you were huffing and puffing about it or whether you were just letting it roll off your shoulders, And so it's just like, just enjoy it.
So before we wrap this up, what's one thing right now that you just can say you truly enjoy that makes you happy?
I have to circle back to what you said, just being around people that you love and being intentional about the opportunities that you have around your loved ones, you know. I don't let a day pass without just being able to hug you, you know, because that means something to me, and if nothing else, if you never learn anything else from me, you will know that you are loved, and I want, all of my friends and my loved ones to be able to say the same thing.
You definitely put that one in me.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much love out there and there's so much love to give, and instead of bottling it up and keeping it to myself or letting the hate kind of outshine the love and the light, just being able to be around the ones that you love and just letting them know that you love them and just, I mean, yesterday I was having just kind of a meh day. It wasn't a bad day or anything like that. It was the Lord's Day, it was just kind of relaxed.
Yeah.
But I just had a conversation with someone close to me, and I went to bed that night with the biggest smile on my face. So, it makes a difference.
It does, always.
Yeah.
Just being able to spread some peace, spread some positivity, and you definitely instilled that one in me.
Yeah, I mean, I admire that about you
Like,
as well. It's just you just love and you just want people to be happy. And
at the
I
end of
mean,
the
if
day,
there were more people in the world that were just happy and just loved and just were kind, because I just feel like it doesn't cost anything to be
it's free.
kind.
It's free to go out and tell somebody, hey, I'm proud of you. It's free to go out and tell somebody, like, you're
They look
doing
nice
okay.
today,
You look
or,
nice. Like,
you know.
you're really funny. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the one with my friends to go give them a big hug and just like, dog, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Like, after they do something incredible or small, it doesn't matter. Like, dog, I'm proud of you. And it's just because I'd always want to have somebody in my corner, and I've always had you, but just somebody in my corner to sit there and tell me that they're proud of me or that I'm doing a good job, So I'm sitting there with you, like, just being able to do things, travel, be around people that I can truly say I love, that I care about. That's one of the things that makes me most truly happy at the moment. And of course, making content and making videos for the YouTube channel and being able to put out podcasts like this.
Yeah.
But with us wrapping up the podcast, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that came out and watched.
Thank you.
So much to my beautiful mama for coming out
having
and
me.
being on the podcast today. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and comment your favorite part of the podcast. We're going to take this thing up and we're going to keep rolling with it. I just want to say thank you again. We are doing crazy things on the channel and we desire a lot of things, but the main thing is knowledge. From IdktTev and his mama, peace out. We will see y'all next time. Thank you so much.